The FCC is facing a lawsuit from advocacy groups alleging that the agency is not only not considering the damage that the rules are causing to consumers, but they're also, the agency is showing a clear bias, I mean massive bias, in favor of major corporation and corporate controlled media outlets. Now, this is no surprise. Let me put this in perspective. In 1980, there were more than 50 independent organizations. They controlled the news, they controlled magazines, books, movies. You know what there are today? 4, arguably 3, okay? Now, if you want to know the history on it, this is what progressives hate to hear, but Bill Clinton made all that happen. Bill Clinton signed the Telecommunications Act, and it put us in a situation where we're down to 4 entities that own everything. And Bill thought he was going to get a free ride here. This is going to be good for me. They're going to herald me as the great president. The media is going to be good to me. They're going to treat me like a... Well, he found out just the opposite, obviously, after Lewinsky. But here we are again now. And we've got the FCC controlled by Pie Man. I like to call him Pie Man. He's the one that basically tried to assault the internet to where there's no freedom on the internet, to where you have to have money to be able to pay for internet. So now he wants to give 70% of local media to Sinclair. What's your take on the story?
I'll tell you what, if the concept state-run media comes to mind, at the end of the day, with 3 or 4 conglomerates running the content on the news, and keep in mind what's happened, all those independents you mentioned, Sinclair cuts, slashes, it's like Gannett News Service. They get rid of local media, you consolidate everything, you create economies of scale, and all of the media content gets run by a couple of companies. So Pie's doing nothing besides pitching state-run Trump administration at the end of the day, and you're going to end up getting state-run media with just a couple of that's run by
well, exactly.
a couple.
What we do have, we have Sinclair-run media, and that's the point. Look, the way that this is being brought up is they're saying that what's happening is that you're taking away the local flavor of the media, that the people in poor areas of the country rely on the news, the nightly news. They need to know what's going on in the local broadcast.
Local flavor.
Well, this is the end. You see, here's what this story doesn't talk about. It doesn't talk about this is the end result of what has been happening since Bill Clinton signed the Telecommunications Act. And now people of color, part of the claim is that people of color have been pathetically handled in all this. They're not going to have access to media. And truthfully, if you watch Sinclair, it's merely an extension of the Trump agenda. It's totally an extension of the Republican agenda. So there are really no surprises
but
here.
Everybody that wants to go towards deregulation, taking pro-business, let's get to take all of the regulation, make business more efficient. The problem is that regulation's there to protect the minority, protect the smaller groups of people. By taking it all out, you're going to end up with these huge mega companies.
Understand, this is the same FCC that wants to take away internet freedom, to where you have to have a lot of money to be able to have your material shared on the internet. Pie, Mr. Pie, as I like to call him.